Hello, all. I wanted to make a brief reference to a statistic I just saw. I was looking at a site for diabetes in India, and the statistic there says that 30 million diabetics exist in India. 30 million diabetics, and perhaps more than that. That's a huge number, and it's really a shame. Um, the the conventional wisdom, or at least as far as I'm concerned, would be that, in a culture that is heavily vegetarian, you could expect greater health if you were to compare that culture to an animal product based culture. And I think in many cases, the vegetarian diet is superior. However, why are you getting with the vegetarian diet 30 million cases? Now, of course, not all Indians are vegetarian, but probably a large percentage. So why are you getting 30 million diabetics? And I wanted to just refer folks to a book written by Dr. Neal Barnard, Reversing Diabetes, and what great success he's had with his approach, which is simply a plant-based diet, a vegan diet that is low in fat. And he has incredible results. And I think this is the answer for not only Indians, but globally for type 2 diabetics everywhere. So the issue with diabetes is the fat intake. In the popular consciousness, the focus is on sugar. Even within the medical community, testing for sugar levels, medications that are prescribed to treat sugar levels in the blood. Well, the truth is if you get the fat out of the system, the body has no problem in regulating sugar levels. So the real issue is the fat. So if we can get people moving in that direction instead of a medical-based pharmaceutical approach, you can get rid of your diabetes. You can improve your health in many other ways as well, because not only will you reverse your diabetes, but other doctors like Dr. Esselstyn reversing heart disease, Dr. McDougall has had results with cancer and a whole slew of illnesses, over obesity, just name it. So one of the best things you can do is to get the fat out of the diet. And I thought an interesting note for Hindus who have diabetic issues or perhaps relatives that are diabetic, there's a very interesting fact about the celebration of the holiday for Ganesha or Ganapati. So Ganesha is the elephant-headed god who Hindus pray to remove obstacles. And annually there's a day that's set aside to remember Ganesha, and there are celebrations. And one of the features of these celebrations is preparing foods that have no fat, no oil. And I think this is a huge invitation for Hindus and non-Hindus alike to give up the oil and notice what happens. So Ganesha is often associated with the intellect, intelligence. It's this fat that's contributing to these health problems, not just type 2 diabetes, but with 30 million Indians suffering, it's worth trying this. So get the oils, the fats out of the diet or down to very low levels and notice what happens. Check out Dr. Neal Barnard's book, Reversing Diabetes, and I'll post the title below. And think of Ganesha. Not just one day a year remove the oil, but listen to Ganesha every day. Keep the oil out of the diet or very low, and see what happens to type 2 diabetes. We could really eradicate it. Imagine the savings. Imagine, imagine the families that wouldn't have to suffer if we could get this information out there. It's just needless suffering based on what we're putting in our mouths. So anyway, check it out, and thanks for listening. Bye-bye.